Hello, this is Johnny. Just let you know that we have added this extra more arcade game. Before it was 95, and now it's up to 102. This list right here is a request by the viewer, and I have a couple more people have added requested, and so this is a hockey ice, and it does work. And then this monkey game, it does work. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 more new game was added to the puzzle bubble 4, and baseball, and some kind of baseball as well, and then the SOS shooting game. We just demonstrate 3 of them. Now I just recently in the list you have 1,425 games on one console, but since it is so big, it's been divided into 3 part, and each part have a description like number to J and J to S and S to W. So you have, and all the artwork and description is there, and some of them are Japanese, so it has Japanese artwork, and some of them have American, which have American artwork, and they are waiting for you to grab. The total file, when you zip it up, that I zipped up is total is 8 gig and 26 megabyte, I believe. So it still will fit on a 16 gig flash drive. So this one is pretty cool, the SOS. I had played it a long time ago, but I totally forgot about it. This is an arcade game that does work. So just a quick video show that it works. Oh man, poor boy. And then this one is also a game I played before, but I forgot about it too. Now this one you have to press start to start the game. Oh, just so you know, not all the game that from 1,425 that play perfect. Like I was saying, this is a Linux open source emulator. So some game play well, some game doesn't play well. The sound have some issue. Like I was telling you last time, Mortal Kombat have some sound glitching on part 2, 3, and Ultra. I even download a different ROM, and it still do the same thing. So it's not the ROM issue, it's the emulation of that console, home console have issue. So just FYI. Alright, and so let me just exit out here. I'm not gonna really play it, just showing you that it does work. And so all this game will be coming with this release. And also May's been updated by Antonio. And also he found out something real cool. And so the photo is being changed to the photo's name. So now you actually could already add more to it. We both figured out. I already figured out some of the stuff, and he figured out some of the other stuff too. So the first folder, remember when we used to call it language? Okay, he figured this out, Antonio. He figured this out, and it's actually called game selection. He changed that to a game selection, and to make that work, there's a file that he changed. It's called script, or either script or section. I will do a separate video to show you how to those people who's asking me about it that doesn't know. They wanted me to do a demo on how to download and how to get it working, and we will talk about this more in depth of what have changed. So this is now called game selection instead of language. And also the only folder that is still called the English, like language, that one need to kept as English. If you replace that, then you have some issue. Okay, so don't change that one. The rest of them is being changed. Like this one is actually called RK1, and this one is called RK2. And this is the original one I gave you, and this is the request one, so it's not in alphabet order. So the latest game that was requested is in the back of the game list. Okay, so those of you who requested, you want to go to this one, RK102, and look for the new game that you have requested to Johnny. It's over here. All the Capcom's game is over here, and Antonio have created this one, which is pretty cool. He put all the fighting game in the same place. There's no extra new game. It's just the same game from here. It's now over here, and this one only have fighting game. So for example, now those part 1, part 2, and part 3 that I was telling you about, the 1,425 game, there's 500 game each. So 500, 500, and then 425. Now it's going to take longer to load because it had more game than before. The other one was 400. This time it's 500. So it does take a long time. If you first boot up and it doesn't load, turn it off, turn it back on, and try again, and it will load. I have that happening to me when I just flashed the new data on it. I realized that happened to me. So whenever that happened to you, just turn it off and turn it back on. For some reason, I don't know why it does that, but the second time around it will be fine. So he put all the fighting game here, all the Capcom fighting game. So like beat up game. So those of you who like to have just all beat up game, is all here. So there's no limit of how many folder you could have now. You could create your own more folder. So let's look at all the new folder, and then I'm going to end the video like that. And good luck on downloading. It's going to be a lot of people, so you want to grab it as soon as you can, because alright, so you got all this different one. If you see what I'm seeing, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, okay, and I'm going to leave it as a there was a person asked me that cannot find one game. Let's go look at it. It's the dinosaur catalog. See, if the screen does not refresh, just need to turn it off, turn it back on. Because I remember playing that game. That's one of my favorite games. Is the catalog, the dinosaur. I'm not pronouncing it correctly. I think it's called catalog of dinosaur. I'm still at Neo Geo. I didn't change it. Let me just double check it, make sure I have it. There you go, screen changing. Yeah, this is a Capcom's game. The dinosaur catalog is right here. This one, catalog and dinosaur. So that should work. Okay, so hope you guys enjoy. It took me a long time. It took me roughly, I think, about 4 days working on it to make it work. To put the description and the name, and also rename the file because it doesn't like space and special character. Now it does turn out it does take an underscore and dash. So, but for sure, parenthesis does not take open parenthesis, close parenthesis. It might take comma. I don't think it will take period. If you put a period, it get confused. And if you put parenthesis, it doesn't like it either. So don't put any special character, and then it will work. So for setting up the game stuff. So I'll do a video later on today. I'm going to go back to sleep. But yeah, this game is here. It's working. So, and I'll show you guys how to rename it. So if you want to rename it, it will make more sense to you. You're welcome to. I mean, this hack is open up to where you could customize your own and do whatever you want to, or change the picture you want to. It's not permanent. So that's what I like about this hack is open up to where you can modify it and change whatever how you like it. But since this is a HyloStick created by a guy named Hylo, in all respect, don't change his logo, because I mean, they're just showing respect that this game is coming from him. So I try not to touch his logo, change his information. But you could change everything else, animation, background, pictures, everything you want. And I don't have the version 9. Somebody asked me about it. Until they release it, yes, I will put on mine. I'm waiting for to release it. The version 9 where they have a different background, which makes sense because it'll be cool to like the background. I'm on Neo Geo, not Final Burnout. It would be Final Burnout instead of Neo Geo, so I know where I'm at. Otherwise, I'm over here and the only thing I see is number, and so I'm like, okay, I'm confused. Where am I at? So, and also the version 9 also created where you could change a different animation. So if you in Final Burnout, you could have a different character instead of the Neo Geo character, which is mine, M-A-I, mine, or Terry. They're the Neo Geo character. So the version 9 have a different background, different animation, so that's cool. So I'm waiting for that to come out. And also they have some patches and hack that they fix, so that will be coming out as well. The Final Burnout, Neo Geo, the arcade, when you play the game, you could save it and load it. But with the home console, if you try to save the game, it does not work. You could save it, but you cannot load the game. So hopefully Billy and Hylo could fix that for us, because that's not working. Alright, so you guys enjoy it, and I'm going to set this back to... I don't know, when you boot up it will be in Final Burnout. I forgot to set it back, so when you boot up it might be something else. I don't know, I don't remember. But I'm setting this back to Final Burnout. but I already upload the image. So you guys enjoy it, and if you have any issue or any problem, let me know, and I will try to change it all or fix it all at the same time. All right, you guys have a nice day. It's raining over here, so keep safe and keep warm and be careful. All right, later.